Hello, this is a Visa in Korea, Mr. Zhang. Okay, there are lots of visa types in Korea. It's around 36 and the types of visa. So it is starting from the A to H, totally 8 in the version, especially A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H type visa. So today I'd like to introduce which kind of visa can work and which kind of visa can run my own business. So I will explain for that. Looks like a basic, but it's a very important part because some of the expats are holding E7 visa and just they want to open their own business with a E7 visa, but it is not allowable. It's a business registration and immigration matters are totally different. Even if and you are holding some 91 days of visa, and depends on the visa type, somebody is allowed to work, or somebody is only allowed to running your own business. So if I lecture on this in Korea visa type, it'll be very helpful to understand total Korean visa type. Okay, firstly, there is the big category, the based on the period of stay. Is so somebody the hold at 90 days or less than 90 days. This and they don't need to register their address. It means they don't have any ARC. It means 90 days or less than 90 days. So usually that kind of visa holders and can travel in Korea, but cannot allowed to work, cannot allowed to open your own business. But there is a 91 days visa, and means if you have a 91 or 91 more than 91 or more than 91 days and a visa, you need to register ARC, the alien registration card at the immigration office. Can you understand? So only somebody who holds 91 days and a visa, they can register at the immigration office to your ARC, and you can work or you can run your own business. So I will explain further detailedly. So short-term visa is less than 90 days or less than 90 days. So there is 4 types of visa, and you cannot work. Also, you cannot run your own business. As I said before, 90 days or less than 90 days, and the visa holders cannot work. Cannot work is basically, and cannot run your own business except for C4. Okay, you can check that. B1 is a visa exempted countries in the USA and Canada and other countries. And B2 is a tourist and transit visa. And C1 is a short-term news coverage. Is some of the reporter is just a short period of time. If there is some of the big issue and they just got C1 visa and come back to Korea, and they have to leave to their own country within 90 days. And C3 is usually and some the travelers and some lecturers and comes to Korea as a short term, and the traveling is usually called the C3. But it's the only one and the very short term and the visa, even though, but they can work less than 90 days is a C4. The C4 is short term the working visa within 90 days. So usually C4 is a seasonal worker, and as well as some company versus a company, or the person versus the person, or company versus the person, the meta contract, and that the inviting person invites and some contract person and let them work the less than 90 days. It's a C4, right? But C4, as I mentioned you, is less than 90 days. So it means they don't need to register ARC. So there is a long-term visa, the more than 91 days, and more than 91 days. So starting from the 91 days, they needed to register ARC. But a certain visa type cannot work, even if they have a long-term visa, over 91 days visa, even if they hold it, but they cannot work. But some visa type only allowed to work. Some visa type only allowed to run your own business. And also some visa types and can work and open your own business. I'll explain for that. So non-employment cannot work. This is a D1 Korean art and culture visa holders, D2 student visa, except for the part-time, right? So it means working means regular working as employment, full-time employment. But D2 visa holders, they're not a full-time worker, just a part-timer. Depends on visa time. D2 1, 20 hours, D2 2, the 30 hours, D2 3, D2 4, and 30 hours, like this in the part-time. But it's not a regular employment, so that's why I put it in their non-profit. So D4, the general trainee, D4 1, the Korean language student, etc. D5, long-term news coverages. So D5 is the reporter, and the long stay, and the reporter only work for that and the newspaper company, right? So cannot work for others. So D6, a religious worker. Religious worker basically cannot get the money, right? Because of it is not the working permit visa, right? So D7, intra-company transferee. So if one of the person and received a payment from your own country's head office, not from Korea. Can you understand? And D10, job seeker. Job seeker is just a D10 1 is job seeking visa, and D10 2 is preparation for the DA4, the startup company visa. But the totally they cannot work except for internship. D10 1, it is eligible for internship, but it is not the regular worker. So D10 1 internship, the job seeker as an intern only allowed to work within 6 months at one company. But after that, you need to leave this company and find another company for working as an intern, right? So the main and this visa's goal is just finding a job, not just working or intern, right? So F1 is usually the spouse or children of F2 visa holders, so family visitors, and F3 and dependent family. So it's E1 to E7 visa holder, and D9 and D8 visa holders, spouse and children may get F3 visa. But even though there is a cannot work, right? Cannot work that kinds of visa, but if you just submitted working permit to the immigration office based on E1 to E7 criteria, and if you got the permission from the immigration office for working, yes, you can working. But it is an extra activity. It's not a real the working visa, right? There is a profit working, even though you're the employment, the D3 industrial trainee, and D8. D8 is a corporate, and D9 international private company investor. So except for the D3 and D8 and D9 is an investor. It means cannot work for others, just work for yourself as a president, right? So D8 and visa is a corporate investment and need to invest over 100 million won. And the D9 visa is required for the investment over 300 million won. So they cannot work for others, just to work for themselves. Can you understand, right? And there is another working visa. Usually the working visa is a E1 to E7. E1 professor, E2 foreign language instructor, E3 the researcher, E4 the technical instructor and technician, E5 professional visa, E6 artist and athlete, E7 foreign national of special ability, E9 non-professional employment visa, and E10 maritime crew visa. And that one is only just work for their employers, okay? But F2, there are several types of F2 visa, all right? And except for F6, F6 is and converted from the E9 visa, right? So there is only work for just that company, and they can find another and the employer, but cannot open your own business, right? But F7 and the points-based residence visa, and F4 is a refugee and confirmer, and the F3, F5 visa holders and spouse, they can work for others and they can run your own business. F4 overseas Korean is a very excellent visa for previously Korean. And F5 permanent residency, you can do everything, work and run your own business. F6 marriage migrant visa is the same as well. You can work and run your own business. H1 working holiday visa, just to work. Just so this H1 there's a specific in the nationalities, and the working holidays is within 1 year, and the travel and can work for work as a part-timer, and while the 1 year you can travel and work, not a professional work. H2 is one of the Koreans. H2 the work and visit, and it's almost the same as the EPS system, but they have a good benefit because their root, the family root, family tree, that came from one of the Koreans. So after 3 years and 1 year and 10 months after that, they go back their country and come back again. It doesn't matter about their ages, but over 80s, and they can stay in Korea continuously. And there is another visa type in A1, A2, A3, but G1 and other stuff. But G1 only G1-5 and refugee applicant, and G1-6, this is a humanitarian region and applicant, only can work after the 6 months from the G1-5 and G1-6 visa. And after that, you need to permit after finding the company and contracting with you, and then you need to submit that document to the immigration office, and you need to get work permit for working. Okay, so there are 360 types of a Korean visa, and there are big 2 types of things, and visa for within 90 days, and visa for over 91 days. And there is a working visa, and there is the business visa. Business visa means run your own business, or there is just a certain visa types that you can work for others and run your own business, such as F2, F4, F5, F6 visa type. Okay, I think it's very clear for that, and it is I hope that it is help you. Visa in Korea, Mr. Jang, 장행닷컴행정사. Bye bye, and see you next time.